Hello and welcome to Study with Sri. Here I am covering Indian Polity by M. Lakshmikant chapter wise. In previous video, I have discussed about Advocate General of State. Now moving forward to the Finance Commission. So Article 280 of the Constitution of India provides for Finance Commission as a quasi-judicial body. Very important. It is constituted by the President of India every 5th year or at such earlier time as he considered necessary. So the Finance Commission is a quasi-judicial body. It is mentioned under Article 280. Next, it is constituted by the President of India. Next is the composition of Finance Commission. Finance Commission consists of a chairman and 4 other members to be appointed by the President. They hold office for such period as specified by the President in his order. They are eligible for reappointment. Very important. Finance Commission members are eligible for reappointment and they hold office for such period as specified by the President in his order. Okay. Next is the Constitution authorizes the Parliament to determine the qualification of members of the Commission and the manner in which they should be selected. So Constitution authorizes the Parliament to determine the qualification of members of the Commission and the manner in which they should be selected. Accordingly, Parliament has specified the qualification of chairman and member of the Commission. So what are the qualification of chairman? Chairman should be a person having experience in public affairs. And the 4 other members should be selected from amongst the following. First, a judge of High Court or one qualified to be appointed as judge of High Court. Okay, so a judge of High Court or one qualified to be appointed as a judge of High Court. Next is a person who has specialized knowledge of finance and accounts of the government. Next, a person who has wide experience in financial matters in administration. A person who has wide experience in financial matters and in administration. And a person who has special knowledge of economics. Okay. These are the following categories. Qualification. Okay. Next is function of Finance Commission. So the Finance Commission is required to make recommendation to the President of India on the following matters. So the distribution of net profit of taxes. What is net profit of taxes? Net profit of taxes means the amount of taxes, the proceed of tax or a duty minus the cost of collection. Okay. So the distribution of net profit of taxes to be shared between the center and the state and allocation between the state of respective shares of such proceeds. Again I am saying that the distribution of net profit of taxes to be shared between center and the state and the allocation between the states of a respective shares of such proceeds. Next is the principle that should govern the grants in aid to the states by the center. So the principle that should govern the grants in aid to the state by the center, that is out of the Consolidated Fund of India. Next, the measures needed to be to augment the Consolidated Fund of a state to supplement the resource of the panchayats and the municipalities in the states on the basis recommendation made by the State Finance Commission. Again I am saying that the measures needed to augment the Consolidated Fund of a state to supplement the resources of panchayats and municipalities in the state on basis of recommendation made by the Finance Commission. Any other matter referred to it by the President in interest of sound finance. Okay. Till 1960, the Commission also suggested the grants given to the state of Assam, Bihar, Odisha, West Bengal in lieu of assignment of any shares of net proceeds in each year of export duty on jute and jute products. So 1960 तक the Commission suggest करते थे the grants given to the state of Assam, Bihar, Odisha, West Bengal in lieu of assignment of any share of net proceeds in each year of export duty on jute and jute products. These grants were to be given for a temporary period of 10 years from the commencement of the constitution. So the commission submits its report to the president. Very important. Commission submits its report to the president. He lays, means president lays it before the both houses of parliament along with an explanatory memorandum as to the action taken on its recommendation. So the Finance Commission submits its report to the President and President lays it before both houses of Parliament. President, with the report, he provides an explanatory memorandum as to the action taken on its recommendation. Next, the advisory role of Finance Commission. It must be clarified that the recommendation made by the Finance Commission are only advisory nature. Very important that the recommendation made by the Finance Commission are only advisory in nature, hence not binding on the government. Very important. Okay. The recommendation made by the Finance Commission are advisory in nature and not binding on the government. It is up to the union government to implement its recommendation on granting money to the state. So it is up to the union government, that union government would implement its recommendation on granting money to the state. To put it in other words, it is nowhere laid down in the constitution that the recommendation of commission shall be binding upon the government of India. So constitution में भी mention नहीं है that recommendation of the commission shall be binding upon the government of India, or that it would give rise to a legal right in favor of beneficiary states to receive the money recommended to be offered to them by the commission. As rightly observed by Dr. P.V. Rajamannar, the chairman of the 4th Finance Commission, since the Finance Commission is a constitutional body expected to be quasi-judicial, its recommendation should not be turned down by the government of India unless there are very compelling reasons. Okay, Dr. P.V. Rajamannar rightly observed and said that the Finance Commission is a constitutional body. So its recommendation should not be turned down by the government of India unless there are very compelling reasons. Next is the Constitution of India envisages the Finance Commission as the balancing wheel of fiscal federalism in India. Very important. Constitution of India envisages the Finance Commission as the balancing wheel of fiscal federalism in India. However, until 2014, its role in the center-state fiscal relation was undermined by the erstwhile Planning Commission, a non-constitutional and a non-statutory body. So, till 2014, its role in the center-state fiscal relation was undermined by the erstwhile Planning Commission. Planning Commission was a non-constitutional and a non-statutory body. Dr. P.V. Rajamannar, the chairman of 4th Finance Commission, highlighted the overlapping of functions and responsibilities between the Finance Commission and Planning Commission in the federal fiscal transfers. Okay. In 2015, the Planning Commission was replaced by the new body called as Niti Aayog, that is National Institution for transforming India. Now moving forward to finance commissions appointed so far. So we know that first finance commission, that is first planning commission, was started in the year of 1951. So first you should remember K.C. Niyogi was the first chairman of finance commission in the year of 1958 and submitted report 1952, period of implementation of report 1952 to 1957. Second was K. Sanathanan, third A.K. Chanda, fourth P.V. Rajamannar, fifth Mahabir Tyagi, and you should remember the 13th, 14th and 15th. 13th was Dr. Vijay Kelkar, 14th Y.V. Reddy and 15th N.K. Singh, 2017. Okay. So articles related to Finance Commission 280, Finance Commission 281, recommendation of the Finance Commission. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next video.